I'm Wild Bill, and I'd like to address a question that has been asked widely amongst and amidst the armchair historian military community on YouTube and elsewhere. Out of the mythology of World War II come a few recognizable terms. For military historians, I think the Soviet T-34 tanks is one of the most notable technological marvels of the war. It was considered revolutionary, and many people seem to feel that it was, in essence, superior to its German opposite numbers, Panzer III, Panzer IV, and later on, of course, the Panther and the Tiger. In the T-34's various iterations. The question rises then, why did the Germans not simply drop production of their own vehicles and begin imitation production of a reverse-engineered T-34 instead? If the tank was so superior, why not copy it? Why not go with what works? Well, I'd like to address that question today. Here's what I have to say about it. The T-34 tank was the result of Soviet experiments with essentially Soviet operational and tactical thinking. The impressions I have from close-up studies of the T-34 at Aberdeen Proving Grounds and in the tank videos from various posters on YouTube and elsewhere leave me with the conviction that the T-34 M41 to M43, these are the 76 millimeter gun arm versions, were cramped and almost blind. The gun sights were only good for about 500 meters, and using the tank commander, as was done in the T-34, as either gunner or loader for the gun, is a problematic solution to the needs of situational awareness, which is synonymous with survival of the tank. A development of the T-34, the T-43, was superior in terms of incremental upgrades, and its three-man turret was adopted for the hybrid T-34-85, which is outside the temporal scope of this study. The original T-34 tank's V2 diesel engine, its transmission, its drive sprockets, tracks, track guide designs were all at odds with German engineering of the times. This is essential when you're going to retool your industry for building it, that it seem intuitive. Strangely, a Germanized T-34 was designed, though never built, in the USSR. Called the T-34M, it was as much a Soviet attempt to recreate the Panzer III and IV with Soviet technologies as the Daimler-Benz DB3002 prototype was a German attempt to improve upon the T-34. The only thing I could see personally that Germany could benefit from adopting from the T-34 project was its use of a non-lubricated track. That might have saved a lot of otherwise wasted efforts otherwise in Germany's production realm. In comparison, both national presences were moving along developmental processes subject to the same stresses when it came to panzers, armor, tanki. They needed to be faster, wider, more heavily armed and armored. They needed better optics, they needed better radios. However, philosophical approaches to application still managed to vary considerably. For Germany, in the end, I think Panzer IV was a far better option over T-34. Sure, the Panzer IV had reached the end of its technical relevance by the middle of 1945, but so had every other tank designed and built from 1936. As a matter of fact, of all the tanks employed in World War II, the Panzer IV was the only one in continuous production. Wild Bill.